boot processing. So here I written few points, guys. So if you pause, then you can read it. Also written about a boot processing once again. Okay, and some data, but this is a quite easy in this area. If you see the bold letters, this is quite easier as per me. But which one is useful for you, easy for you? Maybe you search in a Google, find out a boot processing. Maybe in YouTube videos, you got some boot processing in that. Okay, so which one is you understand? Which one is you are easy to you to tell at the time of interview? That is the correct answer. Okay, almost all for everything same steps only. Almost all every time it is same steps only. Okay, either me teaching or someone is teaching, someone somewhere you are getting information. It is almost all. It is same one. So there is a no difference in the boot processing. Only almost are same. But which one explanation is you feel good, or which one the steps you feel easy to tell at a time of interview, confidently, easily you will tell. So that is the correct answer. You can follow that one only. Okay. If you understand this one, follow this one. If you understand another one, you can follow other one like that. Okay. And I want to tell in a simple. So tomorrow we'll see the troubleshooting, main part of this boot processing and other things also. But we'll see first boot processing and we'll complete thing today. Just what need time. Again, yes, what is this boot processing or booting, computer booting? All are same only, almost all same. The boot processing is a step-by-step process of loading operating system by the computer itself. Like you power on your system. Okay, after some time, what happened? You got a login screen. So you log into your system. Then you can start using your system. So what happened when you power on your system? Later, after some time, you can log in and you can start using system. What happened inside your system? What happened internally to your system? That step-by-step process, we call it as boot process. So we can tell what is boot processing in different ways. Step-by-step loading of operating system by the computer itself, it is one thing. Second is, after powering on the system, the step-by-step process happens inside the system to load operating system and provide user interfaces till the time. What are the steps? It is happened inside the system. That is boot process. Like that you can see. So I've written simple line that is step-by-step process of loading operating system by the computer itself. Power on the system. So first thing is, before your boot processing start, boot processing is done by your computer. So what is the first thing you have to do? You have to power on the system. When you power on the system, the power supply is distributed to the entire your computer components. So then your system, check it. So what are the components are connected, working? Okay. What are the components are working, not working, like that. So and it verifies that all primary components working or not. In CPU, RAM, motherboard chipsets, it verifies. ROM chip, like that it will verifies. Everything is good, it go to the next step. So this process called post, power on self-test. What is post? Power on self-test. So when you power on your system test itself to make sure all the primary components, means what are the components are connected and what are the components are working, all primary components working or not. It is in the first step. So when you power on your system, power is distributed to entire computer components. System test itself to make sure all the components are working or not and primary components are working or not. So that's two things are there like that. That is called post power on self-test. Once power on self-test is successful, then go to the next step. What is the next step? System search for the bootable device based on the BIOS boot priority. In the BIOS, already boot priority list is there. As for the boot priority list, system is trying to load operating, search for operating system device. For example, the first priority, the priority as per the list, the first one is CD-RAM. So system search for OS CD in the CD-RAM. If it is found, it load OS from the CD-RAM. If not found, then it will check for the next device. For example, if second device as per the list is hard disk. Hard disk contains the operating system. Okay, then it will load operating system from the hard disk. Then it won't check the remaining devices. In case hard disk does not contain operating system, it go for the next listed device like that. So boot search for the bootable device based on the BIOS boot priority. So as per the BIOS configuration, BIOS settings, in that one boot priority list, our system search for each and every device to find is any operating system device is available. So once it is found the bootable device, our system try to find a bootloader file in the bootable device. We try to find bootloader file in the device. So it will load this bootloader in, okay, first it will load that bootloader, and this bootloader will tell you where is your operating system location and how to load this operating system also. Because these operating systems also works in different modes. Windows operating system, two modes, full mode and safe mode. Linux having four modes like single user mode, multi-user mode without NFS, multi-user mode with NFS but no GUI, multi-user mode with the full GUI and all services, right? So that is like a different modes. So these modes, which mode it has to be installed based on this bootloader configuration. So find bootloader in a bootable device, bootloader win. Okay, so so find a bootloader in the bootable device. These bootloaders also different names. For example, Microsoft Windows, all Microsoft recent Windows operating systems, the bootloader name is bootmgr. Linux, the bootloader name is grep2. So like the different operating system having different bootloaders. And once this bootloader loaded, it will tell you based on the bootloader configuration, it will tell you where is an operating system location. Sometimes it is in the same drive, sometimes it is in the different partitions. So it will tell where is operating system, how to load operating system. Now the voice is loaded. Now the operating system is finally loaded into your system. Now you got the login screen. So once you are login the screen, authentication and authorization happens, then the user-based startup applications services will start. User can start using the system now. Okay. This is the plain guys. If you go to the boot processing, Linux-based boot processing is different. Windows-based boot processing, it will different. Because in a Linux-based, when you are going Linux or Windows guys, once we know where is an operating system, bootloader loaded bootloader is loaded, it will tell you where is operating system, how to load operating system, how to mode of operating system. But operating system kernel will be loaded first, then operating system process will started in system. Once kernel is loaded, the system based process will start, then shell is started, you got a login screen. Once you log in, that user-based applications and services will start. First is system-based application services. Next is user-based application services will be started. Okay, then we can, once it is, everything is started, a background services and all, then you can start using your system. So this is called a boot processing. This picture of remembering this picture also help you to remember this process, guys. First is you have to power on the system. Next is post operation is done. Power on self test is done. So once posts are completed, system search for the bootable device. Where is the operating system? Content storage devices. Is a hard disk, pen drive, or CD. Once it is recognized, then it will load bootloader from it. The bootloader load operating system. First is like kernel, then user space is loaded. So once kernel is loaded, system process is started and start loading the user. Once you log in, the user space is connected and you can start. Okay. So this is called a boot processing. Anybody having any doubt, questions? Boot processing, guys. If you cannot able to tell all the points, how to remember 6 points, as you said, I have refer another textbook, it contains 7 points. So I take another YouTube video, it contains only 5 points. So guys, it is depends how many points you can able to tell, that too in series wise, like power on your system. Next is post. Next is portable device found. This on the boot priority. Next is bootloader. Next is loading of operating system. Next is login screen. Next is login to your system. Then your system based users. So system based startup applications and services. User based startup applications and services will start, and user will start using the system. Okay. So that is our boot process. Okay. If you find anything lesser or higher than the boot processing, it's okay, guys. Which one is which one you can easily tell. That is a very important. And again, guys, I'm keep on telling, practicing answering is very important. Providing questions and answers. That is secondary part. Important is what we are discussing it. Practice for daily half an hour time. Give at least half an hour per time. Okay. Otherwise, what happen? Suddenly, tomorrow is a technical interview. Even you read everything, you may miss something because it's a huge. Now it is look like smaller, but if you go from the service desk from onwards to till today's class, it is huge, huge. Okay. At least if you don't started, if you're not started till now, please start the document and any resources available, not only me, any resource available internet, find out to resolve your doubts or any clarification. If you don't find it, I can able to help you, no problem. I try to get on that. What I'm saying, that's it. Okay. Anybody having question, doubt? Okay. So if you do not have a doubt, and we can close today. So tomorrow, so we'll start with troubleshooting at the time of booting, or maybe we'll go with what is an operating system and other things. Okay. In this document, guys, there is up to hardware, complete hardware related information is available. And go through once to the entire document. If you have any doubt or question, put it in a group, or maybe or maybe you can try to find it from any other resource also. It's okay. Okay, that's it for today. Bye. So be prepared, everything. Any questions? Question. Just I have a 2 minutes time. No problem. You can ask me any question. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Thank you. I'll stop the recording here. Bye. You can leave.